Will CTR finally make its way to PC? I don't think the answer is as clear as it seems because I do think there is an issue. So let's talk about it.
No!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy A here, and back with another video for good old CTR. So one of many comments that I get on my videos quite often are people asking for Nitro-Fueled to come to the PC so that they can experience the chaotic racing action in 60 frames and in beautiful 4K. Now this has been assumed to be happening because the Insane Trilogy and the Reignited Trilogy had both went to PC. Surely it's a no-brainer for CTR to come next, right? Honestly, it does seem that way, and I really hope it goes just as easy as that. However, something is kinda confusing. Let me explain. The lifeblood to Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is the online play. This is where the most significant value lies in the game at the moment. I mean, myself and literally the whole fan base knows that Crash Team Racing's playability hangs in the balance of the content of the online play. Is the online play stable at this point in time? Well, not exactly. There are issues that stick around due to the nature of peer-to-peer online play. Now, like I've mentioned before, I have started on making a video talking about this, but I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about before I finish the video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But in terms of online content, Beenox has knocked it out of the park. A new track every month with new characters, skins, carts, and plenty of other aesthetics to change the look of your racer and kart. Beenox has delivered every single month, pushing the limit as to who could be in the game, from classics like Koala Kong to the definition of obscure like Mega Mix. They have done such a good job with these Grand Prix, and I applaud them every single time they add something new. But what's going to happen if they release a PC version? Before we talk about if they release the PC version, let's talk about when they would drop this version. I talked about this previously on my Crash Coming to Next Generation video. I'll leave a link below in a card in the top right corner if you're interested to check it out. But it's actually fairly simple to follow. Crash Insane came out. 1 year later, it came to other consoles and PC. Spyro Reignited comes out. 1 year later, it comes to Switch and PC. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the game would likely come out 1 year after its initial release, so June 2020. Seems simple? Good! That's great. So my struggle stems from the concepts of the Grand Prix. How will it work for the PC version? Let's just say they restart the Grand Prix. They just start from the first Grand Prix, the Nitro Tour, and over the following year, all the way into 2020, continually add all of the Grand Prix that we see. I see a lot of issues with that. The first one is that the PC players will have to wait an additional year to get all the same content that the consoles already have. And that's assuming that Beenox adds no more content to the console versions when the PC port drops. If Beenox can somehow continue to add content past 1 year, then it will take even longer to get everything to PC if they restarted the Grand Prix. Plus, there would be no surprises for people because all they gotta do is look at what's been released already on console. So restarting the Grand Prix may not be the best idea for the PC players. So what if they just release the game with all the content from previous Grand Prix in the shop? Okay, that makes sense. So there's about a year's worth or more of content that would be in the pit stop for PC players on day one to unlock. That's actually kind of cool. But what about the Grand Prix themselves? The Nitro Bar that fills up to unlock rewards. See, these Grand Prix are hooks for people to come back and play. It almost gives people more of a reason to race. It's fun seeing the bar fill and unlocking content for free. But that would mean that Beenox would have to continue supporting the game for several months minimum after the PC launch. This is one of many reasons as to why I'm beginning to get nervous. Most games get support for a certain amount of time, but after that time span, whatever state the game is in, that is essentially the final product. For example, if you find a bug in a game 4 years later after its release, then the likelihood of that bug being fixed when you report it is much lower compared to a game that came out a month or two ago. Post-launch teams on almost all projects shrink over time as they get put on more for current projects. Very rarely do games like Team Fortress 2 or even Rainbow Six Siege happens, where the games are balanced and supported for years to come. Crash Team Racing has received more support than both the Spyro Reignited and Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogies combined, but even that is seemingly starting to slow down. The writing might be on the wall for CTR. Megamix Mania had only one character introduced. The next Grand Prix only has one character confirmed thus far. The racer named Who Am I or Who Could I Be has been bounced around patch to patch, so we have no idea when they will be introduced. Not to mention, when Beta M data mined the game, to my knowledge there was almost no information about the following Grand Prix. Grand Prix might start being scaled back as the support team begins to be assigned elsewhere. There might be less characters, less carts, we might even skip tracks some Grand Prix. So this idea of CTR being supported for several months after a PC port in June 2020, especially when new projects like the new Crash game being right around the corner, it's quite early to see CTR already starting to scale back, especially in February. I have a hard time fathoming that a post-launch team would be brought back for a PC port. Now, I am not saying that CTR is dead. I'm just saying that if Beenox continues on the path that they are currently on and follows the same pattern as almost every other game and studio, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled will eventually slow down in online support. So, Crash Team Racing, will it come to PC? Well, I certainly hope it does, but I am having a hard time seeing that the PC port will have the same backing as the initial post-launch team that started right as CTR launched. I hope that Activision decide to bring back more people to continue building the game back up and keeping the game active with more content month to month. Crash Team Racing recently won Racing Game of the Year, a huge honor as this is the first time a Crash or Spyro game has won a game award. To see Crash come back with an award-winning game might be enough to convince Activision to continue full post-launch support for Beenox and CTR, but in reality, I see three options. Number 1. CTR doesn't actually come to PC, a depressing but self-explanatory and possible outcome. 2. The game launches with all the year's content in the pit stop and just leaves online open for whoever wants to race. And 3. The Grand Prix are restarted. The support for the game almost ends as the PC version comes out and very limited support is given until all the Grand Prix are re-released. I hope I am wrong on all of these. I hope Beenox revitalizes the post-launch team and Activision pushes out even more Grand Prix and content till at least the new Crash game is launched. This doesn't mean the end of CTR though. Sequels can be made and massive overhauls can bring back thousands of players, and I hope Activision and Beenox can bring the game to our PCs and support it for many years to come. Will it happen? Well, we'll just have to see. A huge thank you to all those who support the channel through Patreon and being a sponsor on the channel. If you'd like to help it out, check out the links in the description below, where you can buy some CGE merch or become a Patreon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming and nostalgic content. Thank you so much everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video.